welcome back to my channel. So today I have a super exciting video for you guys. I actually received this beautiful PR package from ColourPop displaying their new Mulan movie inspired collection. I was so happy when I saw this because it's quite the gloomy Monday and it really kind of lifted my spirits and made me want to play with makeup again because I actually have not worn makeup like this in like 3 weeks. Of course, as you guys all know, we're all in quarantine and I've just pretty much been in pajamas and no makeup all day every day. So it was really nice just to kind of distract myself and play with a little bit of makeup, and I really loved this collection. There are so many fun and new items. So I'm super excited to show you guys the look that I came up with, which is what I'm wearing today. It was actually super easy to do and I really loved everything a part of this collection, so I used as much as I could from it. So I'll show you guys the adorable PR package. So there are 3 new lip products. There's a new pressed powder eyeshadow palette. There is a 4-3 Beauty lip mask, a 4-3 Beauty Jasmine face milk, and a couple of new blushes. And I actually included this adorable fan, which will actually come in handy in the summertime. So as you guys can see. So the star of the show was, of course, this stunning eyeshadow palette. This is a 15-pan palette instead of their usual 12-pan palette like this. So I really was so excited to play with this. I love the colors. I'm a neutral type of girl, so when I saw this palette, it just had my name written all over it. And I love the fact that they give you a bunch of beautiful neutral matte shades. They also give you some gorgeous pressed foil shadows, which I used also and I'm obsessed with. So if you guys want to see how I got this full face makeup look using a lot of the new products part of this Mulan collection, then please keep on watching. Alright guys, so let's just get right into this look. First, I'm going to actually moisturize my face a little bit with this 4-3 Beauty Jasmine face milk. This is Mulan inspired as well, so it's super cute and it smells really nice. So I'm just going to place a little bit of that onto clean hands and just rub that in my face just to get it nice and moisturized before we do anything else. I'm just patting that into the face. And it's super nice. I love these 4-3 Beauty face milks. They have like a bunch of different ones, a bunch of different scents and benefits to them. So before I start using some of those shadows, I'm gonna first prime my eyelids with this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion original, and I'm just gonna place a little bit of that on each eyelid and just blend it out with my fingers after. So now going in with a big fluffy blending brush, I'm going to dip into this nice neutral brown matte shade here. This is called Honor, and I'm just going to place that all throughout my crease. So I'm kind of just placing that roughly in the crease because then I'm going to go in with a lighter blending shade and just kind of make sure everything's nice and blended and smoked out. Okay, so now going in with the smaller, clean blending brush, I'm gonna dip into this lighter matte neutral brown shade. This is called Brave. I'm just gonna use that shade to blend out the previous shadow that we just placed. So the shadows are super buttery. There's a little bit of fallout, but that is why I like to choose to do my foundation after, just so I can wipe away any fallout to not risk ruining my makeup. So I really love the shadows so far. They're really pigmented, they're buttery, they're really good quality, and that's pretty much what I expect from ColourPop at this point because I love their palettes and I just know that their quality is always amazing, and for the price, it's just great. So I think I want to do a little bit of a cut crease, and for that I'm going to use my favorite concealer for cut creases, which is this ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 00, which is just their white concealer. So I'm going to take that on a little concealer brush and just place a cut crease on the inner corner of my eye. So I'm using the ColourPop E4 concealer brush for that. Okay, so we have that cut crease carved out. That was super simple and it really does make a difference, I believe. When you want to really showcase a nice eyeshadow look, I feel like a cut crease is just that extra step that really does showcase any shadow really beautifully. So then on top of that concealer, I'm just going to add a little bit of this NYX glitter primer, and then I'm going to go in to this beautiful shadow over here. This actually caught my eye. Usually I'm drawn more towards the golds, which this gold is like stunning, but I really do want to try using this kind of like taupey silvery shade here called Like a Girl girl, and it's just really beautiful, and it's a pressed foil, so I feel like a glitter primer will be really good because you really want to make sure that the foils stick to the lids. So this shadow is stunning and I'm really excited to use it. Wow, okay, so I'm super impressed with that foiled shadow. It is literally stunning. As you can see, it is like so metallic and it just really shines through. And even though I did use that NYX glitter primer, I feel like it was buttery and you didn't really even need it to get like this beautiful effect. I just went the extra step just to make sure that it lasts all day and it stays in place. But honestly, I'm so impressed with that shadow. It is really beautiful. And I think that this color is so pretty. It's just like the perfect taupey, silvery, just like metallic shade. It's so nice. So I'm really excited about that. I do want to darken the outer corners a little bit. So I'm going to go in with a thinner blending brush, and I'm going to dip into this shade called True, which is actually a matte, deep brown shade. So I'm just going to place it on the outer corners and kind of drag it out a little bit. And then we're just going to clean that up with a wet wipe. And it's kind of going to give the effect of a winged liner, but we're going to use shadow for that. So that's just a quick way to add the look of a liner, but not really using any liner. You can see I'm just getting kind of messy with it. I'm not really caring if the shadow is falling there because I am going to clean that up after. And I'm bringing that really nice dark matte rich brown shade almost towards the middle of the lid, just not quite, but just dragging it a little further in just so you can really see that smokiness. And I'm just going to keep packing in that color until I feel like it's dark enough. Then once we clean it all up, it'll look very nice and clean and put together. Okay, so it looks a little bit scary now, but now you will see that this is when the magic happens. As you can see, using that wet wipe really worked wonders, and you can see we literally have a cat eye look just using a shadow. So that is just a really fun, easy trick that I always like to do, and it really does make the eye look come to life and clean everything up nicely. So now before I finish the eye look, I just want to finish the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to just go straight in to a foundation. I'm going to use this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Since I'm super pale, this is in the shade called 102 Shell Beige. I'm just going to put that on my face with this foundation brush. This is an e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a couple of concealers from ColourPop. These are their no filter concealers, and I'm going to use the two shades Medium Dark 38 and Fair 06, and I'm just going to mix the two together. Then I'm just going to use a damp Hank & Henry makeup sponge and just blend that out. Could add a little bit more of that light color there, and I'm going to clean up the edges with some more concealer. Okay, now I'm just going to set my under eyes with this ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder. This is their translucent one, and I'm just going to use a powder puff and place a little bit on my under eyes. So part of the Mulan collection, there were a couple of pressed powder blushes, and I noticed that they're all very bronzy, so I was thinking that maybe I could bronze with one of them. So as you guys can see, this one here, this lighter one is called Matchmaker, and it's really pretty. It's more on the matte side. There are a couple of like shimmers in there, not like huge chunky shimmers, but just like it's a little bit satin, and as you can see, it's like a nude color, which is super pretty. And then this one is a little bit darker. This one is called Good Luck Charm, and it is definitely a little bit more sparkly, and it has much more color to it. You can see it's more on the orangey bronzy side, so I'm gonna just play around with both of them and see if we can bronze and blush at the same time. So I'm gonna use this Morphe JH06 brush. I'm just gonna dip into this lighter shade here called Matchmaker. That is actually really pretty. As you can see, it's really subtle, so it's good if you're more on the fair side. And I think it actually looks like a good bronzer, because there's like a little bit of pink to it, but it's definitely more on the nude side, so it can definitely be a bronzer. And I really like it because I'm super fair right now, so this is the perfect shade. I'm gonna place some on my nose as well. I'm gonna go in with this darker shade here. This one was called Good Luck Charm, and I'm gonna use this one more as a blush. And it does have a little bit more of a sheen to it, which is super nice as a blush. That is a super pretty blush. I really love this one. It added a really nice pop of color. It's like that bronzy orangey, and I really love it. Then I'm gonna highlight my nose. I'm gonna do my typical, which is place a little bit of concealer on the tip and bridge. I'm gonna use this ColourPop one I used earlier, Fair 06, and I'm gonna place that with this really small brush here. This is a Zoeva 240 Luxe Petite pencil brush. Then I'm just gonna place that concealer on the tip and bridge of my nose and just blend it out after with my fingers. So I'm just gonna highlight with this Pixie highlighter. This is the Pixie by Petra Glossy Gossamer Duo in Subtle Sunrise. And I'm gonna use this beautiful goldeny shade here, and I'm just gonna use that to highlight all the places I want to pop. So first I'm just gonna highlight the nose, just where we place that concealer. I love a good nose highlight. And then taking this Morphe JH09 brush, I'm just gonna highlight the rest of my face. I almost forgot to wipe off the under eye powder that we placed on. We were just baking a little bit, so I'm just gonna wipe that off quickly just with a clean blending brush. I like to place some on my Cupid's bow. Okay, so now to finish the lower lash line, I'm going to take this small Morphe JH37 blending brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Brave, which is like that really nice light brown caramel color, and I'm just going to smoke that out on the lower lash line. And now I'm going to go in with this thin angled brush, and I'm just going to use that nice dark shade that we also used on the eyes. I'm just going to tightline that a bit on the lower lash line as well, just to deepen it up a bit. And I'm kind of just connecting that dark color to the outer corner. I'm not really taking it too far in, I'm just leaving it more towards the outer corner there. Okay, now with a flat little pencil brush, this is a JH42 brush from Morphe. I'm gonna dip into this gorgeous like diamondy champagne shade over here. This one is called Strike a Match, and it's like a pressed foil. It's so beautiful. So I'm just gonna place that on at the inner corners of my eyes. Wow, I'm so obsessed with this shade. Like, look how blinding that is. It is like the perfect inner corner highlight shade, and I just think it's so beautiful. Those pressed foils in the palette are amazing. I think I'm just gonna leave the waterline blank. I'm not gonna put anything in it. I'm just gonna put some mascara on and pop on a pair of lashes, and then we'll be back to finish off the look with the lips. So first for the mascara, I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift Mascara, just their black one. It's called Blackest Black. So I'm gonna place that on my top and bottom lashes, and then pop on a pair of lashes, and we'll be right back. Okay, now for the lips, part of the Mulan collection, ColourPop did release 3 beautiful new lip products. So you have a Luxe liquid lipstick, you have a Luxe gloss, and then you have a Luxe lipstick. So as you can see, the packaging is just amazing. I'm obsessed. You can see there's like the gold embossing in there and like the shiny. It's just, you can tell that they really went all out on the packaging and everything. This whole collection has just been beautiful. I'm obsessed. I don't want to throw this packaging away. It's so pretty. So the Luxe liquid lip is, this is a beautiful, rich, true red shade. This is called Strong Chi, and it's just really beautiful. That red is gorgeous, but I do think I want to go with a nude lip just because the eyes are really smoky and dark. So I think I want to use these 2 products here. There is a lipstick called Hua Mulan, and it is in their creme formula, and it's a really pretty nude. Don't mind the top of mine. It just kind of got ruined a little bit. You can see the shade here. It's a really beautiful nude shade. Look at how pretty that packaging is. It's a nice red bullet. And then we have the stunning lip gloss. This is like a beautiful, like iridescent champagne gold gloss. And once again, stunning packaging. You can see how pretty it is. So before I use any lip products, I'm gonna line my lips with this L'Oreal lip liner. This is their Infallible lip liner in the shade called 114 Matting Call. So I'm just gonna line my lips with that first. As you can see, it's a really nice nude lip liner. I love it. It's one of my favorites. As you can see, I barely have any left. Then I'm going to go in with their lipstick. This is the one called Mulan, and it is their cream lipstick. So I just want a little bit of it. I don't want to go too heavy because I just want like a light flush of color. It's a super pretty nude shade with a little bit of like rosiness to it. Now on top, I'm going to put on some of this gorgeous gloss. This is so pretty. It's like just the perfect champagne colored gloss. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I really love the way everything turned out. I love that new collection from Mum. I think they did such an amazing job in like honoring it. The packaging is stunning, the product quality is amazing, and I love the creativity of everything. I just think that it is a super beautiful collection, and I would definitely get my hands on it if you love what you see. I definitely love all of the neutral colors. I love how the palette is filled with a bunch of beautiful matte neutrals while also giving you a few pops of color. As you can see, there's like a nice metallic ruby red there, a really nice gold there. You get that beautiful shadow that I used on my inner corner, which I think is really stunning. It is like that perfect taupey foiled shadow, and I really love the quality of them. I think that they're just beautiful. I'm obsessed with this palette. I think the packaging is so pretty. Like, just look at that. I love the red and the gold. You can see that they definitely put a lot of work into it. Actually loved using that lighter blush as a bronzer, especially because I'm so pale right now. So that was like the perfect bronzer for my skin tone. So that's definitely something to keep in mind if you're looking for a bronzer like that, or like a kind of two-in-one product, because you can definitely use it as a blush and a bronzer. So overall, I just think that the collection was really beautiful. It was actually something to brighten this gloomy Monday. I know that all of us are going through the same thing right now. We're all trying to social distance ourselves and stay home, of course, just to put an end to this coronavirus. I know that things are getting really scary and people are feeling more anxious during these times. So it was actually nice just to kind of play with makeup a little bit and just kind of feel like myself again. So I hope that all of you guys are doing well and staying healthy and just staying positive, because this will come to an end. Things will hopefully go back to normal very soon, and I'm just counting on it because I don't know how much longer I can stay inside all day like this. But of course, we have to do what we have to do, and we have to sacrifice now to enjoy later. So I just hope that everyone is staying inside, staying quarantined, keeping busy, maybe practicing some makeup looks. I hope that this video can maybe inspire you guys, and you guys can play around with some makeup and just try to enjoy being indoors as much as possible. So guys, if you like this video, if you like this tutorial, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay well and stay safe. Love you guys. Bye.